season plan and watershed management. Tell us about transmission. WASA, get in the know. WASA's National Secondary School Quiz Competition. In the know with H2O. WASA, get in the know with H2O.
WASA, water security for every sector.
Come and explore a world of H2O. Let's discover the dynamic workings of the water sector together. The depth of this topic is astounding. Good afternoon and welcome to WASA's first National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition on the water sector. In the know with H2O, I'm Vernon Rambasar. And there's so much in store for you during this preliminary round of competition. You think you know about the water sector? You have no idea. The quiz is all about water, and the sounds you may be hearing from time to time is the pitter-patter of the rain falling on the rooftop of WASA's Public Education Centre. Hundreds of students from all over Trinidad and Tobago came out in their numbers to be a part of this competition. Only 16 schools made it to the preliminary round. In today's show, we're going to find out our fifth school, and that will move on to the quarterfinal round. So stick around, because I know you won't want to miss this. I trust that you've been keeping up to date with the quiz show so far, and you're probably well aware of the rules, but just in case you aren't, here they are. During rounds 1 to 4, students are restricted from communicating with each other. During round 5, students can collaborate. For rounds 1 to 4, student 1 will answer question 1 alone, student 2 answer question 2, and so on. If any other student is found answering another's question, the student will be disqualified. Round 5 offers team questions, and hence the answer can be discussed. 100 points are awarded to all correct answers. 0 points will be awarded if the answer is incorrect. If the answer is partially correct, the judges will decide to appoint any portion of 100 points or ask for clarification towards awarding the total of 100. Teams can earn a maximum of 2,000 points, that is 20 questions times 100 points. If a team is asked a question and does not answer it correctly, the answer will be handed over to the other team to answer. If the second team answers correctly, they are awarded 50 points, that is half the points. If the answer is unclear, partially correct, or requires qualifying, the judges will ask for clarification and award marks according to their collective decisions. Questions for the quiz will fall under 5 categories, which are history of WASA and water, water facts, conservation and watershed management, water pollution, water treatment, distribution and transmission, and WASA's dry season plan for 2011. And of course, the judge's decision is final. Well, those are the rules. Once you stick to them, you have nothing to fear. Well, here are our judges. From WASA, we have head judge Joel Young, distribution and production manager, Narissa Ishmael, economist, and Sheldon Bauman, industrial engineer, all from WASA. Once you stick to the rules and top your score, you stand a chance to become the overall winner, where you could win $100,000 cash for your school, among other individual prizes. Added to that, you and your team will be honored as the first winner of WASA's National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O. What more could you ask for? But before all the glitz and glamour of gaining the grand prize, you need to come out on top. From the St. Patrick District, Fyzabad Anglican Secondary. From Roxborough Secondary School from the Tobago Education District. Team captains, give us a rundown of your team for today. James Jagnanan Jr. from Fyzabad Secondary, who are your teammates?
I am James Jagnanan Jr. This is Moisha Felix, Tina Kuhlman, and Nayuka Sanana.
Thank you very much. And Nikisha Legerton from Roxborough Secondary School. Can you give us your teammates' names?
I am Nikisha Legerton. This is Shakris Carut, Chelsea Osman, and Dylan Thompson.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. All this talking has me a bit parched, so we'll take a break while I rehydrate. Stay tuned. WASA's National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, returns shortly. You're viewing C. Welcome back to In the Know with H2O, WASA's quiz competition on the water sector. Teams, let me remind you of the topics before we go any further. History of WASA and water, water facts, conservation and watershed management, water pollution, water treatment, distribution and transmission, and WASA's Dry Season Plan 2011. So now, without further ado, let's get into round one on the history of WASA and water. Let's begin. Again, this first question is for participant one on both teams. During the 1960s and 1970s, upgrade was done to the Navet water treatment plant. This resulted in an increase in production of how many million gallons a day? Roxborough.
From 6 million gallons daily to 19 million gallons daily.
Judges, that's the net increase, I guess.
That's correct.
13 million gallons a day is the increase in that. Participant two now on both teams. Question 2. Construction of Hollis Reservoir and Waterworks was completed in what year?
1936.
Absolutely correct, Fyzabad. Participant 3 now. What year was the first technological upgrade at WASA? Fyzabad.
1985.
Absolutely correct. And participant 4, the last question in round 1. What year was the Central Water Board created? Fyzabad. Absolutely correct again. So we've made it through round 1. That being said, let's dive right into round 2 on water facts, conservation, and watershed management. Participant 1 on both teams. Are you ready? What percentage of the Earth's surface freshwater is contained in lakes?
2%.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
1%.
Incorrect. 87% is contained in lakes. Participant 2 now, question 2 in round 2. List 5 water conservation measures. Roxborough.
Ban the use of excessive water toys for children. Turn off taps when not in use.
Judges?
I think we should refer to the other team.
The other team? Okay. Participant 2 on, and from Fyzabad.
Fix leaking pipes and faucets because a drip a day can waste as much as 20 gallons of water. Use a hose, use a bucket instead of a hose to wash down the driveway. Shorten showers 3 to 5 minutes, and water plants early morning hours or later in the night to reduce evaporation.
Judges?
Correct.
Correct?
Yes, correct.
Congratulations, Fyzabad. Participant 3 on both teams now. Define sustainability. Fyzabad.
The reduction of the usage of water so that you should not use too much water that you do not have a replacement need, ensuring that you have water for the future generation.
Judges?
Correct.
Congratulations, Fyzabad. And the final question in round 2 for participant 4 on both teams. WASA's daily treatment capacity is? Fyzabad.
220 mgd or 1,000 megaliters per day.
220 million gallons per day, correct. So, thanks for staying with us in C for WASA's National Secondary Schools quiz In the Know with H2O. A quiz competition with a difference. Loads of action is still in store. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the scores. Welcome back to C and WASA's National Secondary Schools Quiz in the Know with H2O. I'm so glad you stuck around. The scores are the first order of business. Let's see them. Fyzabad Anglican Secondary School, 550 points. Roxborough Secondary School, 100 points. And we have lots of time to make up the difference. We have so much more ahead, and there's no doubt if you'll enjoy every minute of it. H2O is a complex area, and the sector is even more diverse and dynamic. So home viewers, think you know more about H2O? How well are you doing with answering the questions so far? Students, do you think you can improve on your totals for today? Do you have the fortitude to survive this challenge and sail over to another one? We'll see. It's back to the competition. Teams, I hope you're ready, because round 3 on water pollution gets on the way now. We start with our first question for participant 1 on both teams. Question 1, what is deforestation? Roxborough.
Deforestation is the cutting down of trees.
Judges?
Could you expand on that answer, please?
Okay. Deforestation is the cutting down of trees. When you cut down trees, you would not have enough water supply, because when you cut down trees in the forest, the water does not get to come down to the streams and rivers easily.
Or we'll transfer to the other team.
Okay, we'll give participant 1 from Fyzabad a chance on that question now.
Deforestation